done the exact same thing. And even, because now this will function. But if I want... Yeah. Band Parents playing Sekiro. Wonder if they're streaming. Sure. I suppose we'll stop looking at gift horse in the mouth. Sure. Look, the gift. There. We stared into the gift horse, and the gift horse stared back. You feel happy? Goodbye. Now I can't see OBS. It moves over there because Dark Souls is a poorly optimized PC game. What's this look like? Sure, run with it. I don't dare. Don't know. The real real gift horse for the mouse we checked along the way. Suppose, but I feel like that's an easy way to lose a hand. It's like, you know, horses have teeth. Okay. I feel like it's more of the, you can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but don't pick your friend's nose, because it's like an invasion of privacy. Like, that's their nose. They're tired of the privacy. And Blackfire, speaking of gift horses and mouths, you presumably have at least one of those things. Very long hammer. Yeah. How and what? Well, the real gift horse was the mouse that we checked along the way. And in this scenario, you presumably have a mouth. The chime calls for alms. Look at you, trying to take from those with capital resources to deliver those to those without. With generous soul. Can I? I can pay myself, right? Yeah, I can pay my own tithes. There. So you're indirectly calling you a horse? The intention was to say that you had a mouth. Although, if you like to identify as a horse, you're a horse. A gift horse. Is the horse the gift, or does it carry the gift? It's like a Pony Express ferry bringing the gift to you? Or is just the act of being a horse the gift? Not even a Trojan. You could be. And Frank, that you don't hail from the fictitious realm of Troy is mighty suspicious. I'd go so far as to call you a, Yes, Steam, you crashed. You want to come back? You want to come back, Steam? I thought we were doing history jokes. No, I got it. Your joke landed. You identify with the city of Troy. To paraphrase the hit rapper Nick Compton, Troy is your city. Or rather, Greece is your city, because he said England is your city. Nick Compton doesn't actually know what nations are. Why? Is it just Dark Souls being bad? Now we can do that. And it. He lost me on famous rappers. No, they're not a famous rapper in the slightest. They're from Team 10 of, Jake Paul fame. I quit out. I'm a bully. How dare I quit out of this? He got bullied for calling England a city. Some rappers from Compton, some rappers from South Side. Some rappers are in the great city of England. Oh, the fuck boys that have no lives? Yeah, that one. That are idolized by 9-year-olds. I got your legs. That's all I wanted. Hand over your legs. Yep. That's cathartic. But, this is cheap Brizo. Let us thank the chime for this feast of souls we are about to consume. Straight demon ought to have an ember inside of them, not just embers laying on the ground. go level that faith. And the Ashes Lance is only at +1, so I don't know that I grabbed that other bone shard. Yeah. Full work, Lurk. Alright, Baker. Enjoy your genuine employment. I'll be over here being a furry defending the swamp. At the risk of everything.
Being alive.
Oh, so I went live again. Let's grab this Estus shard and run over to the next bonfire. Oh no, I already grabbed it. Dang slugs on the wall. It's not even a tasteful doorway maggot. Just slugs everywhere. Gee, Breeze will come back. Yeah. Sorry, bird people. You do. Has that always been a gap there? What terrible level geometry. Hey, Dark Race, there's some bird people you can murderize. No? I'm just gonna let you chill then. I got no beef with you. As YSN Flow wants some beef. You may not have it. Alright. It's what's that black then? Oh, that's what you are. What are you? Oh. Why doesn't... There we are. That's what I was missing. Oop. Go like that. Cool. There. That's better. Hello. I would like more faith. Oh. Nice. I didn't expect it to be so easy. Ability to collapse, excellent. I don't know how I made it this far in life without being able to collapse. Got it. Got it. Oh, right. I don't know about a Story Straight Sword though. I feel like it's gotta be a better faith weapon. Baymore? Why not? After all, why shouldn't I have it? What if I had a little more health? Have you accepted the Chime as your Lord and Savior? Yeah. Andre, we need more blue juice. That's sweet, sweet. Gatorade TM, thank Coca-Cola. Yeah.
Be careful.
Want to see my work squandered. Yeah. So we have 9. Is 9 the right number? I think. So we start out with 5. 1 up top, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. Yeah, 9's right. Let's go grab Baymore. That sounds like a cooler sword. From Tower? Sure. And just pray that we get swept away. Yeah, no, that's big. Ooh. What's a bob? There. You there. Oh yeah, that's good. We even get pants. Ooh, very heavy pants though. No regrets. You wanna see a trick? Pew! Do I have more instruments? Ooh. I do. Player bombs their pants. Literally unplayable. Oh, right. So we get Baymore without dying. So I also like those sills. we're already at max speed with... oh, yeah, this is what we're going to use. We're going to trigger the Wyvern, invade, so we're not there anymore. Oop. Yeah. You hate to see it. Oh, it's him way out there. Got it. Yeah. No time like the present. We have the Bay market, we're down 2,000 souls. Do we care about 2,000 souls? I don't think so. I'll still try it. Why not? No. And that's why not. Maybe I was a fool for wearing just pants. They may require a top covering. Yeah. I can also smite the dragon. Or not. Liver. Right. Like that wyvern's full of souls. That's all we have to do. You only had one chance, one opportunity. Should have taken it instead of letting it slip away. Right, so we killed the mimic. We killed a lot of things. But what we really wanted to do is not die the wyvern. Nope, did not connect. Think those 3 levels I put into vitality. That could have gotten dangerous. Nah, heck. Strong can't handle a little lightning. Pathetic. Right, you're already murdered. Why don't we get the red eye orb? That sounds like a good plan. New chain, that's pretty good. Can we actually invade? We actually get to invade, boys. Let's destroy them. The Snow Warrior. I've come to melt you, Snow Warrior. Relinquish your position. Face me in open combat. Gonna point? Snow Warrior, you are a frickin' hack, Snow Warrior. No. Drinking on the clock. Butt naked. Drink. Go get him butt naked. No, yes, a glorious duo. Who's this non-Shrek here? The Furry Covenant. You know, I named him Quentin Martell, the Frog Prince from A Song of Ice and Fire. Honestly, there's absolutely nothing about this character that resembles Quentin Martell. Also, Twitch has music that can be used? Yes. Twitch has their own music player. They're like, hey, try it. It's heart healthy and antioxidant free. So we're here in this jank beta. YouTube, however, is still like, nah man, that's copyright. Get it out of here. But we can still jam. Sure. I'll go invade at the bridge. 1980s, 90s green giant rocker. Very healthy. You know, I turned the soundtrack over to rap, but we can potentially even roll. We do have to use one of these to actually go invade someone. Yeah. Then we can go get the orb. Alright. So no. The inverse of solo. I saw 3,000 people run back there. Dildo Baggins. Yeah, no, I saw you all. You can't... I just want to kill a phantom. Okay, but like I saw. Have you seen the Berserk anime? I have not watched Berserk. You know, the precursor to Dank Souls. Do you mind? I'd like to kill your Phantom. So I believe that means you have seen Berserk recently and have a strong opinion on it. Is it just ridiculous dudes with oversized weapons? And the Valkyrie from Elden Ring. Yeah. What a bunch of hobgoblins. But the important thing is we can get that orb. That's Wise Bark once said, orb. I gotta say it's the dumbest Mario meme. The incomplete Berserk anime is pretty gory yet pretty dark, yeah. Very, very much on the spectrum of grim dark. Wait, Berserk anime isn't even complete? I thought it was like old. Wasn't it from the 90s? Excellent. Feel inclined to watch it. Lately I had my fill of anarchist video essays. There's only so many times I can be told to slaughter the ruling class before I'm like, yeah, I know. We all know. Who doesn't know that? There's another one here. Where are they? There they are. Berserk 1997. Oh, that's much newer than I thought it was. I thought it was like Fist of the North Star old. More of the anime king. Oh, that's a hiatus. The story still isn't complete? What a fucking joke. Who runs this stuff? Sneak bomb. Gotta be sneaky. Gotta be sneaky, Charlie. Gotta be sneaky. Abandoned sneak, abandoned sneak. Furry duty. The secret furry duty. Yeah. Ash in one limb. Got it. Oh. Look at this. Yeah. Time to gank him out. Oh. It's lightning itself. Glory for the chime. Blood for the blood god. That's completely unrelated to the chime. It's just a good thing to do. like this. That's pretty bad. Blood for the blood god. Of course. What else are you going to do with your blood donations? Give them to the American Red Cross? American Red Cross is evil. But there's still the International Red Cross, which... The International Red Cross still does need large quantities of blood donations. If you're able to save people's lives, do so. I imagine their donation pool is greatly reduced with, you know, the pandemic killing a couple people. You dare come into my house? They all can't beat your ass without getting any closer. You dare approach me? Kinda wanna go grab a lightning gem. Oh no. My fairy senses are tingling. So where are my souls? Oh, there they are. Wait, Cog, what are you working as now? Because census stuff is over, I'm guessing? I'm still technically employed by the census. There just aren't any homes to enumerate anywhere near me. The school was like, hey, you haven't worked all school year. What's up with that? Do I need to fire you? So I'm like, no, I just have another job. But when I said that the census pays handsomely, I worked myself to death last month and have enough cash to effectively not work for the next 8 months. So we're going to be doing this and hopefully doing more practical things like getting that Securities Industry Essential certification. I do like that mechanic. Oh yes, the good old no more employment. I mean, if I'm robbed or somehow otherwise lose all my material possessions, I can always walk into DQ and say, hey, fuck you, pay me. Yeah. But, ideally, we just spend very little money, eat out of the food bank, and wait out this pandemic, which should hopefully be gone in a year, maybe? Hopefully. DQ still owes me money? They don't owe me money, but I could, exchange my time and energy to acquire additional funds. But at the moment, I just want this sweet backside. What a fool.
Got it.
You don't follow me back here, do you? Do you? Oh no, you do. Let's go back to the ring then. Did I properly pull a magic trick where I disappeared? I gave him like a month's warning. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go somewhere that pays me 3 times this hourly rate. No. Do they deserve the respect of actually saying like, hey, find someone else because I don't ever want to walk through these doors again? Probably not, but we gave him that anyways. Get out of here. Go on. New pair of pants. Uh-oh. I feel like I had some souls. Or no, I didn't have souls. No. Oh, you gotta throw things at me, will you? I'll show you how to throw things. Actual biddies. Thanks, man. There. Now I never go to work again. I got my own sugar daddy. With those 5 bits, you can sponsor a wayward soul, a lost Twitch streamer who just needs cash for, food, electricity, maybe some cat food for the kitten. Here, you can even... Nope, that's wrong. You can even look at Alice sleeping on the bed there. Look at that. That's what your hard-earned biddies go towards. It's been dry AF lately. You're running quite low. That's not good at all. Oh, so that's... What was it? Like a week or two ago, I finally amassed $20 Google Play credit from those surveys. Jin? No. So that's why I've been able to just drop biddies everywhere. We finally got to a decent payout quantity. But $20 through the Play Store buys like 1,050 bits? I don't know. I just know I've burned myself down to just a couple hundred again. Take more, you haven't fun. Well, I haven't been here a long time, but your bits are always appreciated. You generous soul, you. Thanks unto you, miss. You're a generous pot. Give tithings to the church's coffers. May your contributions bring peace to your soul as you follow the way of the just. That's a good literature. I forgot I had that. In the poison swamp? Where's the host? Here's slugs. No, the slugs are just slugs. You're watching ads for bits through the Play Store? Forgot about that. No, the Google Opinion Rewards, where it's like, hey, have you used a credit card in this location? I have, yes. You got any receipts you want to send us? Like, not particularly, but I suppose if you ask for them, here, this is what their receipts look like. Go train your Lens AI to read letters. Here's 15 cents. Okay, Google. No, not you speakers. Get out of here. See the both of you. Greed? Yeah. Okay, but the fires are all still here. And the bonfire's not lit. Which makes me wonder about the whereabouts of the host. You think they saw my pants and just ran? Yeah, they didn't run there. Let us consult the great furry of the woods. Oh, furry of the shrine, what is your wisdom? What's that, boy? The host isn't even here. No. 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 Dragon Ball. Give it to me. The one you took. You know, for the Sunken called Greed, it's actually pretty chilled out groove. Alright. Stop being a furry for 2 seconds. Pwn this noob. And have the ability to reach into every possible reality. Run. Got it. No. So it goes. Ash to ash, dust to dust. Let the ash one plummet from their pinnacle to the pit. It's a long way down. Pathetic. The guy from upstairs. I told you to quit vacuuming so early in the morning. Yeah, one shot. Blew it. You threw it away. God damn it. Is every song around here just called Rockstar? And any other rock stars I should know about? God bless me for what I'm about to do. About to lay the smack down on this man so hard. He was vacuuming early. I mean, no one that I know of, unless, you know, they're actual monsters. You just want to watch the world burn. It was a humorous joke, because there was an enemy on a higher level, making them the upstairs neighbor. And what would upset an upstairs neighbor is someone aggressively vacuuming at ungodly hours. Want some music suggestions? Get your VODs silenced? Always. I don't listen to the VODs anyways. Why don't we just silence them? Gotti. Man. He's so fast. Should give me that suck. Berserk? Sure. Let me just use the Discord. Fuck it, I don't remember how to use the bot. And cool. You did not lie.
Got him.
Some good music for Dank Souls, not yeah, like I don't know if I've expressed this opinion before, but Dark Souls is pretty much just an extension of Berserk. Berserk is Dark Souls. They are one and the same. Two parts of ungodly whole. I don't think you've ever heard that opinion before. Now you have. Let's see. Get that bad boy queued up. Teed up. Ooh. That's some good stuff. That's what we're here for. Let's remix the found some Berserk tracks. Alright, let me add that after I murderize this man. Never. Don't apologize for content. What you doing, buddy? It's one of the worst meetings of your life, break time. Yeah. Glad you get to take a nice hearty break, relax, chill out. The chilled out grooves of Berserk. We saved our homie Grey Rat. You know who we didn't save? Corn Snacks. That reminds me. Yeah. Save Corn Snacks. I just remembered that NPCs exist. We should do something about that. I'm sorry that you have to interact with people that don't know how to run Meeting Speaker. It's the worst. Stop. Oh, a Lothric Knight. First I take your pants, now I take your life. Weird, there he is. There you are. Ring. Got him. 'Cause there's the cool mechanic in Dark Souls where, if you're making an attack, you take more damage too. Usually, it just murders players. But if I time these bolts correctly, we can murderize anyone with impunity. Right. Blood and guts. Sure. Sure. A little concerned, but I'm down for it. Wait. I just remembered. We have this demon soul. It's pretty handy for Havel's Ring. There's no reason not to have Havel's Ring. So I'm not going to use the sorcery. I'm not going to use the axe. Oh, right. I never chopped tree balls in the balls. Demon Soul. Yeah, from the stray demon. Well, have I played Demon Souls? No. It's the clunky predecessor to Dark Souls with an even more broken magic system. You've missed the pole. For shame. You could have saved the poor man's life. Corn snacks. The people have spoken. The will of the chime is clear. You are to be no more. No more. No more must you suffer this world. Be gone. Can you not die? He has no health bar. Corn snacks. You make a mockery of me.
What are you doing? I will not be out. What are you doing? What are you doing?
My smiting is not weak. Oh, neat. He even drops everything I'd want from him. Yep. I don't know why we don't just murder corn snacks every time. New pool. New pool. Rebecca Winheim. Do we assimilate their knowledge, or do we smite the heathen? Yep. One thing for sure. I don't know if I can even get a good angle on him from up here. Yeah, I can. Get your pot out of here. I don't want no gusting weed smoker. Oh. That was easy. I didn't even pick up anything here. Forgot that we just ran. Who cares, Lance? so gurgly. It's disarming. Here's a free one. No pull required. Do we murder this dog? No, of course we do. Rats. In times of turmoil. In times of strife. I don't know the rest of the song, but Rats by Ghosts is a quality bop. More people should listen to. Where's my... Yeah. I will make a promise.
Very well, you're no fool. I am Orvic, of Vinine, unkindled one. I shall teach we will learn together.
Like our very own school. You've done it. Unfortunately, he's not here to protect his library. The library belongs to the church. Oh. All this knowledge, mine for the taking. Yep. Imagine if they were voted in as sheriff. I mean, chilling up as well. I don't know. Probably, like, saving Orbeck seems to be a positive thing. It just means we have to go find a scroll now. So he has something else to read. Hold on. Never mind. That was... yeah. Message from the school I teach at. No idea what it was. I didn't click when I listened to it, but I'm certain it has something to do with Zoom being offline earlier. Yeah. Actually, it's a song that I absolutely adore. Oh. Whereas... also, what's playing? Oh, did Miss put in tunes? Oh. I haven't listened to anything more than the first 5 seconds of that song in so long. It's still a bop. It's copious quantities of bass, despite what vinyl will tell you. Was it this staircase? Right, slugs. Nope. You did put it in a tune? Excellent. I realized what it was though. It was the other source of music I had open on the desktop. No. Because the cool thing about these pixel buds is that they play and pause music, but only from certain programs. You must accidentally brush them. Just here to rock the world. These stuff. Yeah. Earth rocks any more 2020, the whole thing's just going to collapse. Bing. Remember when you could have raves with real people? You could see people and be in the same location. Remember? Remember when you could breathe air? And I remember those days. Ow. Really? Breathing air is an old wives' tale. For truly, if you ever go outside, there was no fear of immediate death from just existing. It was a simpler time. I think a dive into a rave sounds too hype. It's the exact amount of that frontal lobe stimulation. Get everything jiving. Look, you don't even have to take the MDMA. I mean, you can, but just recreationally. Lucky for me, death has been on my mind for a long time. How convenient. You don't even... doesn't even change your thought patterns when 200,000 people just kick the bucket from a... I'm not going to say preventable disease, but we can at least do something to not kill as many people. Isn't the MDMA what makes the rave? Yeah. I mean, sure, you don't get the authentic experience, but it has the potential to be enjoyable still. Also, I didn't even need to come here. Do I have a dagger on me? Oh. Ouch. If the feds legalize weed, it's one of the few things I wanted at the moment. I can only hope so. Like, dang old white men that hate weed and enjoy money. How dare they make weed illegal? If only there was a way we could stop old white men from ruining our drug experiences. No. Like, There's absolutely no reason for weed to be illegal. It irks me to no end. Oh, hello, swamp monster. That's my face. Mm-hmm. Swamp monsters still freak me out. It's weird how unique they are. There's only ever like 3 of them in the entire game. They're just chilling. Straight boolin'. I'd go so far to say picking back being bool. They following me? Nope. You are. Moral quiz. The few studies done mentioned sometimes this moderated weed use is okay. No, yeah, weed is great. Weed is a gateway to fun. Like big hype moral. So legalize weed. Moderated use. Well, you can't have unmoderated Twitch chats just smoking weed. That'd be lawless. Degenerate. Good thing we have a sheriff around here. Ooh, big hosty. Didn't miss a raid, did I? It's just you model the sweet, sweet manual host. No. I think it should be legalized, taxed, more studies done on it. Yeah, it's like a lot of the issues with legalization, or I say issues, like there's not a whole lot of studies on marijuana because, you know, it's illegal to acquire, which makes it pretty difficult to study. Yeah. All sorts of legalization laws like Kentucky that sound like legalization, but they never are. Hemp too? Yeah. Free my homie hemp. I'm gonna take a hot stance that taxes are not completely shit, should not be removed. Yeah. That's where we differ, as I want the abolition of the state. No state, no taxes, but that's, you know, anarchy, and I willing to concede that not everyone has to be included in the system. Also, we need a stabby boy. I'll maybe be of service. I require 1 stabby tool, please. Thank you. I will be on my way to stabby. Hard for society to function without the Skrilla. Yeah. No. Some sort of anarcho-capitalist system. Which is rooted deeply in the contrarian method. No. People out the window are walking their puppy. getting railed for saying that taxes are bad. What do you mean by the state? I mean, at least the current authoritarian regime, which is, you know, not great. But ultimately, most, if not all, governments should collapse. That's a dream of a far-off land. That post-scarcity future. We strive forward. Should be a cave somewhere around here. Night, Cog, it's time. Uh-oh. What's it time for? You can't put me down. It's not time for the medicine yet. Okay. A few more hours of sunlight. Popping in the collar for that sweet mental stimulation? You wouldn't dare. You fucking mad lad. Wait a minute, I've already been here. Yeah. Do it. Play that devil's advocate. Defend human rights violations? No, that can't be right. Oh, that's a swamp monster. That's not great. Do I know the punishment for government to work for us? And how the corporate greed and lobbying we work for? Yeah. Hold on, will I... Choop, choop, choop. Zoop. There we go. No. Okay. Yeah, you wanna know why the founders meant for our government to work for us? How the corporate green lobby we... So... a waste of time and energy. Look. That's a lot of slugs. It could be argued that we're complicit in foreign use of corporate power in politics by, you know, working for Walmart and Amazon and not starving by not joining them, but at the same time, it's pretty fucked up. Okay, swamp monster. No, 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 no. I needed those levels. Sometimes it's how it be. Sometimes also I can. Yep. Right, because I have to unlock that. I feel like that isn't what I was. Yeah, that's not what I'm trying to move. Let me lock. Swamp monsters? Yeah, there's always the casual swamp monster just hanging about. chillin'. Come villain. Whack MC kill. Why? Oh. Oh. Interesting. Yep.
Hey, yo, what it do?
Missed. You know how it be. We avoid the swamp monsters. Play Marquez for the corporate interests in American politics.
Your mic sounds like it's a die.
It's entirely
On the,
possible.
On the Discord, it's fine through stream.
Okay. Weird. I wonder if it's because they're both pulling from the same mic input. 'Cause what if I was nothing? What if this was true? What if, yeah, the stream is good. What if we give you that? So then Miss gets a separate mic.
That 5-star treatment. Go.
I wouldn't go that far. It's the webcam mic.
Oh, the 2-star treatment.
Weird. Yeah.
We just had Goya Supremo pop into the inner circle room.
Ooh. Wait.
Wait a second. How does that happen?
I agree. That
Do
should
you
be
know
locked
how-
off to mods.
I'm not too sure how to fix the room people enter into. I guess rules would be the best place for them to pop into. Or sanctuary.
No. The welcome message. Welcome messages appear in the inner circle because that's where mods share information. The disciples, the acolytes, the holy ones.
Yeah, see.
Goya coming in with a big hose.
Very.
One of these days I will learn. I need to go give Warbeck a scroll. We want the knowledge. Yeah. I see that, Goya. And Mist is also seeing that. Because we could allow the system messages to all get posted the rules, but that sounds clunky.
Yeah, don't want
Miss,
to find up rules. Huh?
You want to give him a benighted roll if you haven't already? So they
Yeah.
can see more than just rules.
Where?
Lunch breaks. You guys still eat food?
I don't know. And I don't see them in the sanctuary.
Because they're not in the sanctuary, they're only allowed in the rules.
Ew.
Because that's... There we go. And,
No! I clicked on it too. Darn you, dog. My
too
fingers
slow.
destroyed forever.
you're too slow.
Such is the cost. Adapter perish.
Cool. Mitch bless. Mitch bless the food we're about to consume on a lunch break. Imagine stopping the entire corporate machine just because you wanted to eat food for 30 minutes. How disgusting. Disheveled. You want to get off that manufactory floor just to eat? Despite, Goya presumably still having the culinary position.
Don't worry about it. I mean, maybe one day AIs will not taking like.
Yeah. That's it. Just need robots, but only for lunch breaks. Everything else will still be controlled by people. It'll be a 50-50 split.
I mean,
Be like,
a lot less. Maybe not. Maybe there'll be unknown jobs that will arise. And they won't be Garbo.
Can only hope. You're disappointed. No food porn. It's true. This is not a cooking stream. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Weren't you going to like do a cooking thing, or was that magic they were going to do some of that?
Probably both.
Did you get some of those dank cog recipes? First, what you do is you pour the milk and then the cereal, and that's how you burn down.
Right before Sear Hill is heresy. Going out there with the real Philly cheesesteaks. Yeah, just go ahead and make real food. Actual, genuine, straight up edible things. Not cereal and then milk. Get a load of this guy.
A recipe channel, for example, may not be a bad idea. But I don't think that's quite the same as like the food-based stuff.
It would mostly require an interest in the culinary arts, which I don't have, but you're welcome to foster. Edibles? No, I think we've slipped past weed. They are truly more powerful than they appear. Best leave them alone.
They're a real blessed old man.
I know my place. Future is now.
What's on the menu for Goya's lunch?
Presumably Philly cheesesteaks. Unless the Philly cheesesteaks were just for bragging rights. In which case, you're a bully, Goya.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Goya streams. Last I knew, a bunch of anime RPGs. Some quality PS2 games. Man.
And he, more recently, if I'm not mistaken, he got a mic as well. Which is definitely, I think, improved it even more. Though it was, basically near perfection. But, hey, what can I say?
Yeah. Always room to improve, especially on perfection. Trapped at work, want to go home. What a sucker. Trapped by the capitalist machine, doing things you don't want to do.
Poor survivor.
That went much better than expected.
I'm still really digging the little emblems that show up on who's talking in the report chat, the top right of the screen.
Yeah. That little widget. It's pretty handy. We could.
Yeah, and basically anyone could pop in if they want chime in as well, pun intended.
It's true.
It's not limited to the privileged class.
Maybe it should be. Do you really want just anyone dropping in here and voicing their own opinion?
I mean, I don't know, Cog. What do you want?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I guess it would depend. Like, if you actually start doing, for example, a podcast, then it'd definitely be maybe a separate voice channel to be made for that, and it would just be locked.
Yeah. We say that like there aren't other locked channels.
Oh,
Incoming food pics and a big ass forehead. I enjoy both of those things.
Over here trying to make the whole Discord hungry. Why you do this for you?
Making me hungry. Cooking spam. Yeah, good old technically meat.
What even is spam? Like, kind of, it's not. Is it pork? Or is it from pork? Yeah. What
It's
is
at least-
spam? I think that requires a whole study on itself.
It's at least based on pork. I don't know if it can be called pork after what goes on, but at one point, yeah, they're going to consume that caloric intake. It's required to sustain this lifestyle.
What is
It's a
it?
spiced ham? Like,
Huh?
maybe at some point, Baker. Like, sounds like a backronism. What if we weren't here?
Don't do it, cause it's probably not worth it. Oh, you weren't talking about that.
No, not that. Just not staying in the same room as a bunch of flaming hollows.
Oh, of course, of course. What was I thinking?
Imminent demise. The call of the void.
Yeah, so like when I try to Google the void, I don't ever really understand what the void is. I probably should get past the first Google.
Never. Oh.
So
Baker coming in here with actual knowledge. Got a lot of nerve.
that's what the process nerd.
Yeah, and I can't quite read. Okay. The name spam is derived from a contraction of spiced ham. The original variety of spam is still available today. Acknowledged as the spiced hammiest of them all. I refuse to acknowledge it as that. I believe that title will be widely contested. During World War II, Beyond the Meat colloquially became known in the UK as an acronym that stood for Special Processed American Meat. Checks out.
When I think of like a spiced ham, just, at least the term spiced, it's like maybe cinnamon,
Right.
for example. I don't know.
Spice like some honey, some sweet, I don't know, a cinnamon ham. Maybe like paprika. Some good old fashioned spam is basically all the leftover shit. Nothing. Everything but the squeal. Chuck the squeal in there too. Kids will get a kick out of it. Crack open a lid.
Oh.
Bam.
I mean, what would you do if you opened like a new spam container and it just squealed? Like that's just the thing it does now.
Yeah, that's how it be. Ooh. Chloe's dropping all sorts of hot food in the Discord. Okay. Yeah, if no. Pop open the can and it squeals, you enjoy. That like our lost natives that once ruled this land, that nothing has gone to waste. We have used every spare drop, every last iota of pig. Is that an actual thing, Mara?
Oh, also, yeah, like earlier it was lightly discussed. You know, never
Yeah.
before discussed on the channel about the state,
Do-
but do delve into that more. So, how you would like what is the state, or at least part of it, referred to? Like, is it mainly federal government, just government across all levels here in the U.S., or?
Any government that adheres to the nation state structure, the ideology, just pretty much anything that looks like order. I just want to remove it.
Oh no. Oh no. Let's see, because a lot of places, do they do that kind of, I guess a lot of the countries that nation-state type of divide, or is that more of a recent thing?
Some insurrectionary anarchism? It's been around. Thanks for the follow. Marlquez getting associated with everyone around here. So, Miss, I don't know if you know, but Marl at one point used to hang out in Skeevy streams. That's
At one point.
where that connection comes from. I'm like, oh, Marl. So you pop on Twitch and see who's online and be like, oh yeah. Everyone's crowd favorite Marl.
Well, if you still visit the dark world of this Discord, I'm one is known as the Florida Man.
It's true. Can I make that sound effect work? So it was Smash.
Let me smash, please.
Yeah. Go ahead, I thought you were eating food, but yeah.
Say there were, so, against organized government, but how long, I guess I'm not understanding what that would entail. So there's no governmental structure at all, or is there a very simple one? If there's, let's see, if there's no governmental structure, I guess what kind of state are the people in? Is it just people doing their own thing and it's kind of a lawless wasteland in a sense?
Never, we'd have a sheriff. The sheriff like Miss that would rule over. Right. Oh. But yeah, I really concede that minarchists have a point where there probably requires some level of organizational structure that people adhere to, some level of freedom that should be repressed for the greater good, but the current levels of freedoms being repressed for the greater good is frankly too much. Yeah, Mario and Skeevy had a falling out. It happens. Not everyone can follow along down the law. So hungry, it's time for Baker's still trapped in the meeting.
So yeah, there's. Oh man, we're big.
No, Goya flex sounds for those good food. She's like, hey, what if you knew what good food looked like? Here you go. But generous man.
So you are okay. So any type of order at all, it's just extremely limited one that you're not a fan of.
Yeah.
If I'm understanding correctly. General.
You are. Oh, Baker's free from the meeting. Excellent. Yeah. Oh. Goodbye anyways, Baker. Yeah. Like, I really can see that we need some organization, like For say parcel delivery or oh no.
Could you repeat that last part? I was zoned out.
We need some organization for things such as parcel delivery. Whereas you have required interaction between people that may not necessarily have similar ideals, but it'd be pretty handy to get a letter from them.
So I'm trying to see a way. Like, so say you have a bunch of different groups of people sharing the same landmass, slightly separated and communicating through means that are not directly in person, or at least
Got it.
minimizing
Scenario
that.
supposed.
Have like a Paul Revere getting messages across, or I guess in this day and age maybe some internet, unless monkey back to monkey, but that's another story. Oh.
Sure. Or because apparently Paul Revere's granddaughter exists. Is alive and well. Goya dropped a bunch of biddies. What a generous soul they are. Yeah. Baker dropping biddies. Everyone. Baker's still on top. I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? We need non-digital communications.
Paul Revere had a granddaughter and mail.
Right.
No? Using mail to communicate or something?
I'm saying that we need mail. At the very least, we need an agreed trade system to encourage specialization. Which, unfortunately, is a form of organization. But
So
one, yeah,
how would people even be, again, this is assuming that
yeah.
I didn't misunderstand you about having different groups have their own space and whatnot. How would those people be kind of separated, or how would everybody be separate? And that's assuming they'd even want to separate, and eventually people may want to cross over because they won't be fine in their own area. But
Right.
because like this would be, I guess, a hypothetical possible replacement for, I guess, the current system in this discussion, you know. But
Right.
like, what would something that be better? Because that, I guess, that'd be the main goal for changing, be to make it better. I think that's a simple thing to agree to.
Are you asking what organizational structure would be better than the current one and still meet our needs?
I mean, I guess I'm not aware of any that are better, but I haven't read too much about it, or any that are better and maybe realistically achievable. But I guess the future's a mystery, so it doesn't necessarily hurt to have ideas.
Right. Okay. I don't even know what the minimum requirements for a government would be.
Okay.
Miss dropping biddies, Marl dropping biddies, everyone paying my bills. What generous souls.
So, so maybe one basis, or one, I'm calling one a basis because I don't have the terms to mention
Yeah. No, basis works.
topics, but
But one requirement.
So maybe one requirement for just having in general, like maybe start from where it comes with people being able to influence the laws that affect them. And I think a lot of times that's skewed in part due to maybe lobbying, for example, from large corporations. That's something that could be considered and discussed. That can somehow be mitigated, or minimized, better said. That could make for potentially better policy.
Hopefully better policy. 'Cause the issue with allowing a representative democracy where you'd just be helping the people that are most easily organized. Wait. Like the current lobbying structure is just one that prioritizes industries that can lobby. So there's
So is it maybe much more deeper than lobbying, and it's not a point that should be focused on much?
I mean,
Possibly.
lobbying is just a symptom of the sweet First Amendment rights where people voice their opinions. I think in the minarchist society.
So I think it's not completely crazy to say that maybe not everybody should. If everyone has a say, not everybody should have that say implemented where it affects people and many for a long time with many consequences. So like, I guess it keeps coming back, for example, to education.
Right.
I think that's one of the main things. And then I guess it becomes a question of what should be included in education. And there's currently, there will be probably some things that many parents would not want their kids to learn, I guess, but may lead to better learning.
Right. The mandatory learning of things, not just letting people perpetuate whatever system they happen to exist in, because I think it's pretty neat.
Right.
So, it's definitely free my homie information.
Free my homie information?
Free my homie information. Let information be free.
Ah. Free for my homie.
Is information itself not a homie?
Free I mean, my brain's about to explode as it is. This is what happens when I don't have truth.
So I gotta tell you, in Texas, they just let the parents decide if they want the school district to open, during the pandemic, and all the parents said yes, open. So now the schools are open again, which is not great.
Mm-hmm.
Because it turns out people are pretty dumb, even when they are educated.
I mean, I think it's time for that high demand missed devil's advocate here, though.
Ooh. Do it.
Though I'm not particularly fond of this case I'm gonna make, but it's just a simple thing to consider. Yeah, no, I'm actually not really. So maybe there are some parents, not all of them, but there are some who may want their kids to attend school so that they can attend work for some hours after the kid. Maybe. So like,
Right, the whole
I don't know,
child care cycle.
So I don't know.
You're stuck.
there might be a way to deal with that stuff, but I'm not sure. Like, babysitter for older children? I don't know.
You know,
Grandkids
it takes a
birthday, sometimes that's not good.
it has potential, but that's the whole. It takes a village to raise a child. Where I'd argue that a child shouldn't be limited to a single household, but that's not great. There's
Wait, what do you mean by that? Limited to single household?
there's absolutely no reason you need to keep your kids inside and raise them yourself.
Oh, like homeschooling, or
The inverse.
not
Why don't
homeschooling? I'm not picking up what you're laying.
Say that you have 2 days and 2 people each with children. You could have one person watch both children on one day and have the other person watch both children on the other day, and the children are watched and each person gets to go to work exactly one day. You could
So
trade off and
require-
scale this. Yeah.
having trust with not be degenerates at an excessive level.
Right, because that's unfortunately you do have to trust people, which, you know, is a precarious
T word.
situation.
The T word may be worse than the L word of love.
Yeah, I think we found the root of your romantic issues.
Oh no. That moment when the meme is not completely far off.
It's not a meme. You actually just have deeply repressed commitment issues. It's you.
Like-
You're the meme.
Like, I am the meme, oh no. That moment when it might be true and I have no idea why. What happened to me as a child. I had a good childhood, right? Right?
No.
No, sweet home Alabama. It's completely not related. The song just popped up. Honest.
No. It's just good stuff.
Let's see. Okay, so may need to be forced education, but for there to be widespread education, there needs to be money to pay for that education, which could maybe come from taxes. But some parents don't want to pay their taxes if they dictate what the kids are learning.
Right.
I'm starting to seem much more attractive now.
Well, the people that are against education are unfortunately launched into the sun.
Plot twist. You see, the thing about launching things into the sun, it's really bad for the economy. Oh, yeah, they're also kind of dying.
That's fine. The economy's made up.
So, is it okay? So say,
Yeah.
so the education would need to be paid for. What if there were just some free things? Like, I don't know if there's a way to do for more ways to increase voluntary type of just stuff people do around. Okay. Like, say a lot of education was voluntary based and people just genuinely wanted it. They would need some maybe certifications though, because you don't want anyone with a passion but not knowing what they're doing either.
Right, and I'd argue that right now we're pretty much a volunteer-based education system.
I mean, honestly, just from the pay, the crap pay a lot of teachers?
Yeah,
That's the area, I think.
that's what I'm alluding to. We're, 'cause I'm sitting here as a non-certified teacher and I can't.
I see, like, or hear someone mention, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna complain about my salary as a non-certified temporary teacher. Where
I mean,
there's
it
absolutely
probably
no
won't be that
cash.
good, right? Until you get, maybe if you're certified, it could be okay. You might need a lot of certifications though to get really good pay.
Right, you just need to be certified in the state that you want to teach in the current system. In the minarchist system, however, if we definitely just volunteer based, whatever people want to do, you just let them. Unless they're not good at it, in which case you toss them into the sun.
Wait, no, that could have been a doctor.
That's fine.
So a volunteer based.
Yeah. Just make it all voluntary. Why not? You want people to be forced into doing things? Because then you get scenarios like Baker getting stuck in a meeting for... Go. Your mic disappeared.
What?
Your mic disappeared that last sentence.
So what is it that you were saying?
Oh, make it all volunteer based, all the way down.
Do you think that people would, if they didn't have to, work to survive, they would volunteer? No? Like most?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. 'Cause people don't do it for the money.
Yeah, go ahead.
They do it for the clout and satisfaction.
And what if a lot of people end up not wanting to volunteer? Or if it's so minimal that could the term GDP even be used here?
Sure. You can use gross domestic product if you'd like.
The services that produced would be a lot less than there are now, I think. I could be wrong, because I'm not aware of it. It hadn't been tried anywhere yet.
It's entirely possible that GDP takes a dip, but that's fine so long as you assume that we're in a post-scarcity world, which I'd like to believe that we are.
I don't know. If most people could bad stuff, I mean, maybe volunteer for stuff. Maybe some stuff could be voluntary, and other stuff. Is that kind of how it is now, or?
It's similar to how it is now, except different quantities of that sweet USD make people do different things and weigh their own desires differently.
Like, imagine having basically all basic needs provided for free, and what you could choose to spend years while being able-bodied to not do anything. I mean, surely there'd be some people that a lot of people would be angered by that because it would seem like they're not contributing to society, even if they're not required.
Yeah, and we have needs now. Like that's not a problem that's going to arise. That's an existing group of people. I have to say it's probably not an issue.
If some people don't want to contribute at all,
Yeah.
I think that a lot of people have this idea, though, that others and themselves have this
Right. Have to contribute.
to society. Right. So I don't know if it's just if that mindset is in itself problematic, or if it does more help than harm in the long run, and it's a mindset that should be encouraged.
Right. Like it's definitely a position to have, and it's in opposition to the proposed solution. So naturally, they need to be tossed into the sun. But I don't know.
Yes.
It's definitely gonna make
I
people
knew
feel.
you wanted to be an astronaut. Huh?
It's definitely gonna make people feel uneasy. Be like, wow, why do I bother doing things when I could not? I feel like it'll be lost in the transition after people get used to the different social structure. They'll be like, oh yeah, that's the way things are. You get a couple of generations like that. Like, look at the shift from mercantilism to neoliberal capitalism. You went from wow, why aren't we enslaving these natives and taking their gold, to wow, why don't I work for this company that also enslaves natives and takes their gold?
You know, real talk, I think the conversations are scaring off a couple viewers. The count has dropped down, and I do feel kind of bad.
That's fine. I assume they had other things to do.
Good. Might as well discuss the podcast, because why not?
Sure.
But,
You want to make a podcast?
a cogcast. The meme name must be reserved. So like, just something simple maybe would be like, I don't know, would it be too boring to not be playing a game while having these discussions? Like for you?
Potentially. I have absolutely no idea.
Because I'm imagining now, for example, I don't know if there's I guess it'd be just chatting category, and then maybe you could have a cool background. Or honestly, just like your camera, the webcam would be the main stuff as you're talking about stuff.
'Cause, I mean, podcasts, you just go audio only and ignore visuals.
Oh.
Embrace monkey.
Oh, audio is good, but it's like, I don't know, like, if I had to listen between a discussion of an audio podcast, or the same discussion where there was like someone involved speaking, or at least some of the speakers,
Just something
definitely
visual.
lean towards video. That's me personally, though. Maybe some people don't care. Audio does have a benefit, I guess, of maybe being like people can listen to their car and stuff, but if the contents are similar.
Right. More akin to a casual video essay, just have some visual. Oh. Yeah, moral quiz. You want to be in a podcast? A codcast, if you will?
It's completely unpaid and completely unprofessional. But I mean, well, I don't know what can salvage that, but
Yeah, no, you. That's pretty hot. I'd say like 90 degrees because you just backed yourself into a corner.
oh no. I mean, what if it was? I mean, I'm pretty much out of ideas for now. Like, I guess it'd just be just chatting category. It'd be like podcast. I don't know if you would do a stream, for example, of it. Because to have a podcast, it'd probably be better to have other people to talk with. But
Most certainly,
could you
because
do? Yeah, I guess you could do like have some episodes. Like say I'm not here. Neither is Chantlin or some other person to chime in,
Yeah.
groove in. It'd have to be you then probably. Unless you
Right,
just skip
just-
the topic, or have someone else. You
Yeah.
have to be going discuss. Maybe with chat you can do that, but at the moment there aren't too many people that pass by the chats. Maybe if it's just chatting they will, but
right, like ideally, I think the podcast is separate from the Twitch, and we don't have gaming. 'Cause it's not some Game Grumps knockoff. Its own unique identity. It's genuinely copyright free instead of just being mostly assumed to be implied accepted use of copyright.
so just doing just talking random topics and playing would be copyrightable. Like nobody's ever thought of that before, or just doing it.
I mean, it's probably kosher and you're able to get it through copyright. However, I feel like associating it with a game is a mistake.
Oh, perfect.
Just a
So it would have it would
artistic
have to be
faux
separate
pas.
from,
completely different IP. Entire different branch of Eldritch Ship 2 Studios.
Yeah, so I guess if you were to do it, for example, on Twitch, and you were not playing the game at that point in time, while that main discussion was happening, it shouldn't be probably, right?
Right. It'd probably be fine.
Probably. You just
I
need
don't
to
see why it wouldn't
have,
be.
like- yeah, you would just need to have a pizzazz just chatting screen. I mean, like you could do a trial, for example. Well, first off, do you think it's something you could do just if it was just, and then maybe some people pop in chat discussing topic? Because I guess it'd be kind of weird if it was talking to nobody. The one could just think. So
Isn't that all it is? Just thinking out loud. That's all any of the talking is. Just thinking out loud, but occasionally taking input from other people.
would you do something like, would it be as a separate stream if you were to consider? I know this is all like brainstorming, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, it is.
Oh no,
Moral.
fell down.
You don't even know. It's fine, moral.
Right. 'Cause you
Knowledge
probably
is
wouldn't
reserved
wanna-
for...
If you change it, for example, now if you were to change the category, I guess the VOD would still be one continuous thing, and having them connected, I don't know if that would be bad or good. And same.
That doesn't matter in the least.
Like,
We can cut the VODs. Like, we have the technology. We could theoretically record them at the same time, but... Right. Not the same time, but one
like
after
imagine
the other.
imagine watching a VOD and like you're just watching some Dark Souls and then it randomly goes to talking about the mortal coil, Dark Souls is gone, but your feelings are not. So
We're trapped within this plane, trapped within this pain. Sure. I mean, we could
I don't think
always
there's enough material for a podcast, like for example, there probably is, like, I'm sure you could find
Yeah.
topics and stuff.
it just required effort. Working on a creative project required
I don't know about that one, Chief.
requires shelving one of the other ones, or actually, spending time on art. I wish me health was a haunted house. Oh, wish you health as a haunted house begins for you tonight or tomorrow. Presumably, the one with the school sponsorship. Get all the middle school parents out there. I forget, you're not even like a public education teacher. You get health,
Yeah,
Sergeant
well-
Baker.
Hope it goes smoothly and you have help. Make sure to do push-ups because it might help. Unless your heart is in terror, in which case, try not to exercise.
Right. Because now you're just trying to
really near.
accelerate that heart rate, and it's already up there. You're just trying to kill him. You rang the door, letting every person in to breathe on me. Oh no. Just
So what you do is you breathe on them first, and then problem solved.
no doubt. Just stick a doorstop in there and leave for the night so you don't die.
Let's see. Yeah. Do that.
Rip in peace, Baker. It's been nice knowing you. Enjoy your COVID. Goodbye, two functioning lungs.
Oh,
Sharing is caring.
we'll
So
find out. The sub badges now, because if you don't return to it, so who's gonna stream on the Sergeant Baker chip? Stick the poking away. Okay. Social distancing.
yeah, no. Get 2-meter sticks and tape them together. Get them out of there. Just chew. I don't have anything resembling a meter stick, but you get the idea. Oh no.
Alright, folks,
I have
it's
to
all
go
part of the
to
haunted house. You getting beat with a stick is part of the experience.
What sort of haunted houses do you go to that beat you with sticks? I feel like it was just your older brother and their friends wanted to bully you and said this is a haunted house now.
Oh no. I mean, I think that's illegal, probably, to do that. Like, even some of the very scary haunted houses, I think it's like they can't touch any, no physical interactions with any of the employees there.
It's at least in very poor taste. Just sign the waiver and you can get beat with a stick? The honor.
I mean, a waiver, honestly, is the answer to many problems I've seen.
It shouldn't be. Just sign away your rights to sue me, then I'll do whatever I want. Alright, I see absolutely no downside.
That's what they get for learning how to read and write.
Oh no.
All your years of skipping TOS and accepting terms of service have led you to this point. Reap what you sow.
You know, Apple's gonna take my kidney one of these days.
Oh no.
Well, I did look at an iPhone once, so it's all yours. No.
haven't played Among Us in a couple days. It's been a long.
No reason to break the streak now.
Well, man, Clash Royale is crap. I mean, it's okay, but it's been pretty bad lately.
No.
You see that Baker, the thing is, Cog is just, he's giving real life practical lessons through this game of history. He has to teach about the way of the time. It's for their salvation.
It's true. It's not murder, just bringing them closer to the chime.
You're doing it for their own good. They don't know what they need. You know what they need.
It's true.
Oh, these
This is
BT boys.
just some other weird cult. Got a bunch of deacons and they're so deep. It's weird. Not a fan. Also, yeah, they're gone. No. Hey, miss, you want to throw a poll in chat for whether or not we saved Secret?
Sure. Word deep.
So it's where that
Yeah, I'm
plot line is
gonna spell it wrong. Siegward.
Sigurd, the Knight of Katarina, the Onion Knight, who fights for truth and justice. The shining blade. And, no. It's Sigurd. Like Squidward, but without the Q. Sigurd. I do admire their duty. Hey there, fellas. Now I know what you're thinking. Should I beat him? And the answer may surprise you.
Should I do 2 minutes? For the poll?
Sigurd? Yeah. Do it. 2 minutes. That's plenty of time.
Alright, so poll should be Squidward. Sweetword.
I mostly just want to see how you would spell it.
Oh no.
If you're over there. You're over there. I don't enjoy any portion of this. No.
I'm going to BRB.
Do it. I'll potentially save Sigurd. Or denounce him as a heretic and remove him from this plane. Uh-oh. Tragic tale. They get a murder us by Yorm lighting everything on fire. Just to come back and find that Yorm is alive again. I mean, their sole duty is to murderize Yorm. Just put down Old Yeller. Except Old Yeller's a 50-foot giant on fire. Honestly, that'd make a much better movie than Old Yeller. A 50-foot dog on fire. Of course, they have to put him down like Old Space Yeller. Old Space Yeller. Save the onion or slice off the layers. Oh no, they're equal. Yeah. To break the tie, we'll save them. And at least continue the quest line. We'll at least continue the quest line, but this isn't his final call. There's plenty more opportunities to get murderized. Do ever require those souls? Right, I died on the steps. Doorway maggot. And after all, why shouldn't I kill the deacons? Pretty sure you can still do the secret quest line after deacons. You gotta wear a mask. You don't catch COVID as we go to cheer. It's now. Uh-oh. Back, you foul beast. It's the fat one next to him. Like that. Like that. We're a powerful church. The grip on the people must be weakened. Removed. Corrupted the souls of this land long enough. And I feel like this is why I made the academic books a weak idea. So we could just talk on and on about something. I thought primitivism would have a little deeper well, but it turns out it's not quite what I was thinking of. I was thinking it was just a slightly more urban sense of primalism. It turns out it's weird 1800s post-Second Awakening thought process where initially conceived by Henry David Walter Thoreau, whomever. The dude in Massachusetts that wrote Walden. Nah. Honestly, the ability to menu in this game while moving is incredible. Really pulls the whole thing together. I don't think I need the suit of thorns. Hey, where's my souls? There they are. No. Let's go save Seaward. No. Seaward. Save our onion. Prevent them from becoming soup at the bottom of the well. Because Patches, everyone's favorite merchant, needs to be unlocked with the key. Go find Lady Rosaria. It's good for you. Heart healthy. Or we could go stab tree balls in their tree balls. So key's only 2k, right? Oh, key's 20k. You definitely have to go stab tree balls in their tree balls. Oh, mighty tree balls. Bridge? Sure. We can get tree balls from the bridge. X no. There we go. That's much better. Maybe a Minarca society would do better to take more from primitivism than initially thought. For shame. could gush about the new Pikmin game. Or the old Pikmin game, but it was on the Wii U, so I was unable to play it. Got the sweet demo on the Switch. Where they changed the plucking, so you no longer have to rapidly mash A. You can just press it once. I thought I befriended the giant. I hope I befriended the giant. It sounds like I befriended the giant. Yeah. No tree balls. You, sir, have some balls. I need a chopping. So I can play music again. If Mitch isn't here. Yeah, here we go, tree balls. Just you and me and your balls. Oh. I didn't realize I had a hitbox. Uh-oh. Popped it. Oh, because we're in the yellow sticky stuff. And it's not going to render because it's up top. Ah, sure. Buffer some drinks. Can you even smite tree balls? What are these back sits? Being back down. Oh, not like that. Maybe like that. So, let me pop your back zits, tree balls. Ooh. That's not what we wanted much at all. Ooh, and our souls are going to be down here. Yeah, our souls are going to be down here. Not a fan. Yeah. Such as the Pit of Hollows. Reserved for such depraved souls as to go willingly fondle the balls of tree balls. Giant, you want to back me up here, like, at all? Thank you. Giant. It's something, Giant, but we're still not happy about it. Man, they are down there. Armani White. Interesting. Oh, you know, while you're gone, I just stabbed this tree in their balls. Does this sound like a good idea?
I missed the best part.
The ball busting?
Yeah. And because now they were pretty more much of it, but can't help.
I don't know what questions tree balls would possibly propose. Does it make you question your sexuality to see this tree?
Not particularly, but that just shows vanilla. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not great. That's 8,000 souls lost to the Pit of Hollows.
Oh, that is.
I think. Did I have? I feel like I was carrying souls, but I don't remember. I really should be spending those more often. Oh, yeah. I had 2,000 souls.
Oh, so it wasn't 8,000? Or it was 8,000 and 2,000?
What was it? I don't know. I had a quantity of souls. I just remember I looked at the key to continue the secret storyline. I'm like, 28,000 souls. Ain't no one got cash for that. You know who could pay? Buddy Tree Balls. I'll just grab him by the balls and say, where's the money? Lebowski. And my financial worries will be over.
Thanks.
Ooh. What an excellent Flash game. I don't know why it's banned on Twitch.
The turrets?
That could be it. Yeah. I don't know. And there's a whole genre of Flash games and the whole Flash file format, which perplexes me to no end. Is it video? Is it audio? It accepts inputs. It could be anything.
Isn't
There's a
the Flash games is gonna, or not Flash games, the Flash engine, I guess, is going to not be a thing, and this.
The entire file format is going to stop being supported on modern browsers, or at least Chrome. At the end of December. They're like, yep, that's it. We've had enough of this. Had enough of this monkey fighting Flash on this Monday to Friday plane. Gonna pop off. Say no more Flash.
All those Flash games gone. Oh,
I mean,
I'm consider switching browsers.
they still exist, and you can just play them in Flash file players. You don't necessarily have to use a modern browser. There's absolutely nothing to stopping you from having an outdated browser.
Oh no, automatic update, stop.
Just never connect to the internet. Alright, tree balls. It does 69 damage to throw a lightning bolt at tree balls' balls.
Oh no. Or actually only. Zeus sends his greetings.
Oh. Oop. Justice is rained from above. I just had a thought. I haven't been summoned to be a furry in a while. I took it off to finish the one fight, and I just never put it back on. This was almost a furry-less stream. To mention the horror, there was no furry action. Are they even an acolyte of the chime if they aren't a furry?
What was that about acolytes of the chime not being furry?
Are they even an acolyte of the chime if they aren't a furry? It's right there on the approval form.
Yeah, it's definitely part of the application process. I mean, it's just one of those requirements.
Look, I'm not saying that we're picking and choosing based on any prerequisites, but if you have to be a furry,
for a GED. It doesn't even ask for a GED or high school diploma. But
it's true. Did you not get that amendment to the form where we do look into your academic past, your previous social relationships, anytime
there
you?
are no amendments that implies freedom of changing things how they are.
Ooh. So at one point in time, I watched a television evangelist, and there was one of the points they brought up I thought was pretty weird, but sure. That God lacks the ability to change. I'm like, okay. Well, they're already omnipotent and powerful, like any change would be away from perfection. Like, oh, sure, that makes sense.
Let me muse on what you said, and then
Do it.
give my unwelcomed opinion.
Do it. That a perfect being is incapable of change, because any change would be away from perfection.
Okay, so if you have perfection, whatever that is supposed to be, and you have an inability to change,
Yes.
I guess what would be the reason for the inability to change? Is it that such perfect being can't change or refuses to change?
They inherently lack the ability. Uh-oh.
I'd go as far as to say, why is this being perfect? I mean, like, have they even heard of the chime?
I doubt it, but it's just a
if it's on
theoretical
the
perfect being.
So a theoretical perfect being, I mean, is there even such a thing as perfection? And could perfection be something to even aspire to? Maybe some levels of imperfection are preferable to perfection. But again, it depends what that is perfection. Sounds like a concept that hasn't been defined that well. Like would immortality be perfect? Like it, I think it'd be preferable to not be immortal, unless one could somehow maybe fix all the problems that could result from immortality.
What problems result from immortality? 'Cause it sounds like a natural goal for any mortal being.
Imagine living for eons and eons, and like, imagine trying to die and like you're not able to die.
Yeah.
I mean, immortality would need to be paired maybe with something like invulnerability, because imagine someone just lops off your head, right? And then you got like your head is there, conscious, not dead ever, and then your body, which I guess you could try to reattach. And oh, you haven't seen Naruto? There's this character named Hidan who seems to be immortal, but his body can be like damaged. And he's able to consciously feel it, but he doesn't stop existing, or excuse me, stop being conscious.
Right. Just that
Permanently, yeah.
consciousness is stored in the head, and the head continues to exist and think and feel.
I don't know if consciousness is stored in the head necessarily. I think
At least in that model.
So like, consciousness is like what, basic awareness, and then things get added onto that, maybe.
It's a slippery slope no matter how you define it.
So maybe
You could-
sentience is a better term. I mean, pretty similar, I guess, but
Sure.
or the ability to formulate thought, or because if one can't qualify pain, that doesn't mean or pleasure, that doesn't mean that the pain or pleasure is not being, it's not like external stimuli that's being felt. It would still be felt.
And external stimuli being interpreted and mused over is sentience, though, isn't it? Like it's all just taking in information and working with it.
So is it like the ability to think complex thoughts? Is that maybe what sentience might
Yes.
be? And the main differentiation between a human's ability to think and some other animals to think, which is assumed by many to be at a lesser level, depending on the animal. Or
Right, the leap between sentience and sapience.
isn't sapience is wisdom every time? I feel like keep forgetting because I do not hear it often.
So it's the ability inherent to humans that give them human-like thinking, rights, qualities, privileges in society that people get.
So, like, I'm currently of the opinion that sentience isn't limited to like the head to the brain. It's the whole body, and I don't know if it's tied to like the nervous system in large part, because one may be able to assume that without a nervous system, one can barely experience things or can't experience things at all, external or internal stimuli, like in any physical sense. I don't know, I'm kind of rambling, but hopefully you picked up something
You are.
from there.
Nope, I'm just gonna stab this crab. Ignore sentience or sapience. Consciousness is stored in the balls, and you can't prove me otherwise.
It's not entirely wrong. Not completely, but partially, I guess.
So I say the nervous system is definitely essential to sentience. So you don't have the ability to interpret, to obtain new information. You're just lost with your current set of knowledge.
Like people who, there's a lot of things tied into it. Let's say you have there are a couple people in the world, for example, who are said to have an inability to experience pain, even great pain. So I would assume that's something with their nervous system that they can't receive that input. Of course, there's still harm and stuff to it, but
Right, because that's just literally the nervous system not functioning.
so then it becomes like, if a person were to have, would it be worse for if you have two innocent people, one of them has their arm lopped off and has a malfunctioning nervous system, and the other has a functioning nervous system. So one is in pain and agony as it happens, whereas the other is not. And one had to choose which of them to have the arm lopped off. I'd assume the one without the nervous system, but there's a lot of things tied into it too, because that has long-term implications in not having an arm.
Right, because now you're trying to minimize the pain of sentient beings. There's a
Dang
school
it.
of thought where you could be. There's a
I
school of
wanna
thought
give
where
it-
you could say
I
that
want to
the
give a special shout
the-
out. Yeah, go ahead. I keep cutting you off, sorry.
that the person who just is unable to feel pain potentially has greater utility. Is able to perform tasks that invite pain. If you need someone to test a whip, so you have to whip someone's arm. The
Yes.
whip has to go through 1,000 cracks to determine whether it's really a good whip. Would you rather whip someone that feels the pain or whip someone that doesn't feel the pain? Or an alternative third option where we just have bad whips. They're never tested.
Plot twist, fourth option. You're hallucinating and you're really in a psych ward.
Now again,
Oh no. Not again. So if I guess the because maybe people who don't experience physical pain, they're able to experience though emotional pain. Maybe I don't know. I haven't, like, say the loss of a loved one, because it'd be assumed that I think that the ability to form those connections is still going to be healable, but
Right,
emotional pain is also attributable to physical.
You can always feel emotional pain. You can always feel physical pain. That's how you get like phantom pains, where you know if your arm is chopped off, you can still feel it. Be like, oh no. There's absolutely nothing you can do because it's just the nervous system that thinks the arm's in pain. Unless you're
So if
not
emotional
willing.
pain can be felt,
Yeah.
I'd assume so, by someone who can't feel really physical pain. Unless maybe they can't feel emotional pain, like connections can be made and stuff, but then wouldn't that make them kind of like sociopathic or psychopathic? In the sense
Not
that
necessarily. I feel like they definitely tend towards a transactional mindset if they don't have social pain along the way to say, hey, maybe don't eat that baby just because it's delicious and full of omega-3 fatty acids. That's, you know, a baby.
that argument needs some work, but I will agree for the sake of my own sake. So, you know what? Let me define a quick Google search.
Do a search Google quickly. As long as it's not about recipes to eat babies.
Oh no, I have some standards.
It's probably the best TF2 meme. Professionals have standards.
I mean, it's not entirely wrong, I guess. So it looks like it's called, at least congenital insensitivity, also known as CID, or congenital analgesia, or analgesia. People with a condition like that, inability to feel pain, if they can feel and make emotional connections, or feel the loss of those emotions. Wait, if they can't feel pain, does that mean, are they able to feel pleasures though?
Potentially, although they're usually caused by very similar stimulations. I'd like to believe there's some physical inability to feel pain, like all your nerve endings are unable to communicate. You will also be unable to enjoy things like petting a puppy. It would require the use of some hands.
Yes. One pets their pets to not feel the stinging of the air as in one's body for a period. Okay.
ball.
So this one website that may have reliable information, argue, is saying something about there's some, they don't properly grow some of the nerve cells, and I think it's cold and hot nerve cells. So that's, I guess that's the thing. There's different types of nerve cells possible.
Right.
So
Several.
if that's the case, then it could be maybe just those types of nerve cells, for example, don't work. Hot and cold ones. And now, this is from treehugger.com, but I won't count them necessarily.
You know, I ain't trusting no tree hugger website. Some namby-pamby leftist propaganda.
But it was written by someone named Thor Bort, and it was updated, so it's
Ooh.
got it.
Well, as long as it was updated, that means the world of difference.
Problem.
It's one thing
So
to just
there's
write a
different-
conspiracy theory. It's
Huh?
a whole nother follow-up.
So if there's different types of nerve cells, I guess there's some nerve cells for experiencing, for example, pleasure. Those shouldn't be, maybe shouldn't be a dichotomy, pain and pleasure, but those are the two head honchos. And then it's got
Right, because presumably mostly just dopamine receptors is what you're looking for. You want pleasure. But yeah, Phil, Stank Souls, look away for spoilers.
Are these, I guess these receptors of neurotransmitter receptors, are they part of the nervous system then, as well?
Yes.
Are they nerve cells, or are they some other kind of cell? Are they even cells
the-
at all?
To the best of my
No.
knowledge, the dopamine receptors are nerve cells, although I'm not a neurosurgeon.
I
Don't
know if
quote
they're
me
like,
on that.
Okay. Like, what's it called? Maybe they're just like simple protein chain blocks. I don't know. I don't remember.
Right.
Because if that's the case, and then the neurotransmitters that are felt are also there. You know what? Let me look that up.
Do it. Boss Phil, we've been counting deaths. It's a non-zero number. Cool. We are getting that cool thing where the hand never pops. So we may not have to see phase 2, which is great because I hate phase 2.
So with Googling, protein double receptors, problem, blah blah blah. So protein coupled receptors. So if it's made from protein, it's probably not a cell. It's just a couple molecules strung together, but not enough to make a living cell. Oh.
I assume they're located within a specialized cell, although that's just a bold assumption based on absolutely nothing.
Because if there's just protein, then and say you have like a dopamine or some dopamine molecules. Dopamine molecules are literally, well, I would guess a couple elements together, a couple atoms. Or is it?
Dopamine's a pretty big molecule.
So if that allows maybe it's tied somehow to a nerve cell.
Usually. I would assume the dopamine receptor is located within a nerve cell. Until I have evidence that says, nah, man, the dopamine receptor is stored in the balls. I would say it's probably
yes,
hanging out in a
please,
nerve cell.
Yes, please. Still asking how I'm doing. Well, you see, I'm just wondering about some simplicities in life.
Simplicities.
Is the nervous system the real problem?
Cells are good stuff, Phil. Don't you be hating on biology.
So that's what we're trying to figure out, if there is relation between, say, dopamine receptors and cells. Because say you were to just, I don't know if you could have a living organism though, without nerve cells, and just having like those protein stuff for the receptors and dopamine, and if that living thing would be able to experience pleasure, or maybe not if it didn't have nerve cells.
So I feel like ultimately you could have pleasure so long as you have the dopamine receptors. They just need to be located within a structure, even if it's not necessarily a nerve cell. Oh, that means we can't be purple.
Because when I say nerve cell, I just think of cells that are able to feel.
Yes.
Like, is it, maybe it's just a bunch of like, well, okay, we established earlier there are different kinds of nerve cells, not just hot and cold ones.